Hello, today we're going to take a look at how to draw the graph of the tangent function. Okay, and I sketched a quick unit circle and I put on the coordinates for the quadrantal angles. Okay, and as you know, those are our special points we've been working on graphing for our sine and cosine graphs. Okay, so for this particular graph, I want to remind you first about the fact that y is going to equal to the sine of theta. And remember, x, your x coordinates, are going to be cosine. And then when we talk about tangent, sine over cosine, or y over x. All right, so the first thing we want to consider here, let's put our points as we go around the circle, just to be consistent with how we did the sine and the cosine graphs. So we'll start with 0, pi over 2, which is your 1.57. Okay, pi, 3 pi over 2, or 4.71, and all the way back around to 6.28. Okay, so in this case, at the quadrantals, we want to look at tangent. So we want to think of this as being y over x. So for example, at 0, we have 0 over 1, which is 0. Up at pi over 2, we're going to do 1 over 0, which is undefined. Okay, so for 1.57, we are undefined. All right, 3.14, 0 over negative 1, which gives us a 0. Down here at 4.71, we have negative 1 over 0, so again, we are undefined. And then back around to 6.28, we are 0 over 1. Okay, so in fact, those undefined places are when your cosine is 0. Okay, so the cosine is x, so when the cosine is 0, we're going to have asymptotes. Now, one more coordinate, just to back this up a point, okay? I want us to go to negative pi over 2 or negative 1.57. I didn't quite leave enough room for my chart there. Sorry about that. And pick up an extra undefined point. So we're going backwards to here to a negative 1.57. Okay, so wherever we have undefined in our chart, we will have a vertical asymptote, okay, better known as the zeros of the cosine. All right, so I'm going to switch here because usually I've been marking things in orange. Actually, that's not true. Let's do red for the asymptotes. So at negative 1.57, we have an asymptote. At positive 1.57, we have an asymptote. 4.71, we have an asymptote, okay? As we're going across, there we have it. Okay, we could keep going, but I don't want to keep going round and round in the circle, so we'll just go with those, okay? Now, the next thing let's mark are the zeros, okay? So at 0, we're at 0. At pi, we're at 0. And at 6.28, we're at 0, okay? So now our tangent is going to be an increasing graph, okay? So using our asymptotes and our zeros, we can draw the tangent graph. So we're going to follow along, it curves over, and then it approaches the next asymptote. Okay, got to skip, and we go again to the 0 and up. Okay, so again, that tangent is an increasing graph, and like so. Okay, so that's a graph of the tangent. All right, so I put a second place for an example here. What else did I mention to you? I said that tangent is increasing. Okay, you have your asymptotes, and we also have up here tangents y over x, or sine over cosine. Put that there too. Sine over cosine. Okay, all right, let's take a look at a second example. Let's suppose we have one, maybe something like this. we have f of x equals tangent of x, and then I've got a plus 2. I thought of something here different. We didn't talk about the period of the tangent. Okay, so where or how far apart is that repetitive motion this time? Okay, well, it repeats every pi. Okay, so instead of 2 pi, the period of the tangent should be pi. Okay, I'm trying to think anything else there. I guess that's good for now. All right, so let's go with this next example. F of x equals tan x plus 2. Okay, so as we did before, the plus 2 is going to tell us to go up 2. All right, so I'm going to slide in here, and I'm going to move our midline up 2. Try this in green. All right, so we're just sliding that x-axis up. Okay, then from there, we should have the same asymptotes as before. Okay, so slide back up here. Okay, so we are at negative pi over 2, so negative 1.57, positive 1.57, and 4.71. Okay, so negative 1.57. We can do, where's your next one? Oh yeah, 1.57. I gotta keep an eye on my scale here. And then 4.71. Okay, so actually this first one I drew back here, kind of tight. Hopefully this doesn't erase everything. Hold your breath. Oh, yep, that's what I was afraid of. Wonder how you do redo. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cool? Well, we just know this one's in a little close. All right, so now where are the zeros going to go? Well, the zeros are going to go on the midline. Okay, so where are we going? 0, pi, 2 pi. Okay, so 0 over here at pi, and now here at 2 pi on the midline. Okay, and then from there we can go ahead and draw our graph. Make sure that that tangent is increasing. Okay, and follow your asymptote. Okay, so we're going to come across here and up, across here and up, across here and up. Okay, so that one has a vertical shift up 2. Okay, so we could go on from there, but I think following the patterns of what you did for sine and cosine, you should be able to take care of your other transformations. Okay, hope to see you in class. Bring lots of questions. Good luck with your tangent graphs.